Now these latkes, you can see, are browning very nicely. As soon as you see that the edges are browning, then you flip them over. Now if the latkes are browning too quickly, you need to lower your heat, because what will happen is they'll brown up so nicely on the outside but not be cooked on the inside. So you want to make sure that they are being cooked in the inside. You can pull one out, and test it. Make sure you test them. Take a bite and see how they're coming out before you make a whole batch of them, finding out that your oil was a little bit too hot and that the insides were not being cooked. Now, if you do cook your latkes like that and they are a little not cooked on the middle, they will eventually turn gray in the middle. So you want to avoid that. You want to make sure that your latkes are completely cooked through before you remove them from the oil. Okay, now here is, you want to be very careful with the oil. I'm used to touch. But there is our latkes, beautiful latke. And we're going to, I've put a tray here with a little baking paper. You can put some foil down, a little bit of paper towel or paper napkins to just sort of drain a little bit of the oil off of those latkes, because you don't want them to be oily and soggy. And we'll raise our heat a little. Now when you put the batter into the oil, it also cools the oil. So you might find that the oil is nice and hot and ready, but after you've put a full tray of latkes into the pan, you may want to raise the heat under the oil a little bit to get the heat back up to temperature. Okay, these over here look done. You just want to hold it over and let it drain down a little bit. Let some of that oil drip off before you put it onto the... Now if your oil temperature is too low, your latkes can become a little bit oil laden and soggy. So finding the right temperature of nicely browning like this, and not being, but not burning, not getting too brown too fast, that causes it to cook too quickly on the outside and not on the inside. Now you just keep, I've got latkes in all different stages. Here I just pulled some out that were done. These are almost done. These I just put in. And as more space comes, I'll just add a little bit more. And you just keep this going until all the batter is used.